very warm welcome to Midday Prime. Over the next 1 hour, we'll bring you all the stories and updates from India and the world. We will update you about the happenings in the world of business and sports, and we'll get you some interesting stories that are making headlines. But first up, the big news at this hour. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar flags off first batch of pilgrims for this year's Kailash Mansarovar Yatra in New Delhi. Says the support from China in organizing the Yatra is an important step towards promoting people-to-people exchanges. Modi government's major crackdown on corruption and misconduct in higher civil services. 12 senior officers in the income tax department facing serious corruption charges handed compulsory retirement. It was the first such action involving so many senior officers. Violence continues unabated in West Bengal. 2 people killed and 4 others injured in an explosion in Kankinada area in North 24 Parganas district last night. Locals demand protection from the administration. Islamic State claims this morning's encounter with security forces in Shopia in Jammu and Kashmir. 2 terrorists gunned down by security forces in a gunfight. Huge cache of arms and ammunition recovered from the site. Enforcement Directorate questioning former Civil Aviation Minister Praful Patel for the second day in succession. Patel is accused of misappropriation in Airbus purchase deal during the UPA regime. Heatwave conditions prevail in north and central India. National capital Delhi records 48 degrees Celsius, its highest temperature for June. Deep depression in Arabian Sea likely to convert into a severe cyclone. Met Department says the cyclone Vayu likely to intensify further into a severe cyclonic storm during the next 24 hours. In sports, Sri Lanka to take on Bangladesh in ICC Cricket World Cup at Bristol today. Match between South Africa and West Indies ends in no result at Southampton. Both teams split points. Our top focus this afternoon, the national capital witnessed a slight rain in the morning, bringing some respite from the scorching heat. But again, the temperatures have risen. Large swaths of the country sear under record high temperatures on Monday, with the mercury touching 48 degrees Celsius in Delhi, the highest for June, and hovering around the 50 degrees Celsius mark in many other areas of North India. North India is struggling under an unrelenting heat wave. Last week, Rajasthan's Churu remained the hottest in the country and recorded a temperature of 50.3 degrees Celsius. Heat wave is declared when a temperature remains at 45 degrees and above for 2 days running. It gets the severe tag when mercury touches the 47 mark. According to the Met Department, heat wave to severe heat wave conditions are very likely to prevail over Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Vidarbha, southern parts of Haryana and Uttar Pradesh during the next 2 days. Intensity and spatial extent of heating is very likely to reduce substantially thereafter. Mumbai and suburbs also witnessed heavy pre-monsoon showers yesterday night, bringing people some respite from the sweltering heat. It is the first pre-monsoon showers in the South Mumbai region. Eastern parts of the city have already witnessed light showers and drizzle. Areas like Kolaba in South Mumbai, western suburbs of Santa Cruz, Malad, Kandivali and Borivali, along with Kurla Ghat, Kopar and Vikhroli, Thane and Kalwa also received good spells of showers accompanied by thunder and lightning. Cyclonic storm Vayu is forecast to cross the Gujarat coast on the 13th of June. IMD Mumbai official K.S. Hosalikar has said that Mumbai will also be affected by cyclone Vayu, but not severely. He added that a cyclonic warning has been issued for fishermen and people living near the coastline.
This cyclonic storm Vayu has been formed over Arabian Sea, and the latest bulletin is indicating that it is around 540 kilometers southwest of Mumbai, and the forecast is on 13th morning, that is day after tomorrow, 13th early morning rather, it is going to strike at between Porbandar and Verawal in Saurashtra region of Gujarat. Fishermen warnings are in place.
Our correspondents are joining now from different parts of the country. Dheeraj is joining us from Delhi, Shishir is joining us from Mumbai, and Nishit is joining us from Ahmedabad. Deepak is also joining us. Let's go across to Nishit first, because that's where Cyclone Vayu is likely to make landfall. Nishit, if you can hear me, I wanted to ask you about the preparations that have been made for Cyclone Vayu that is set to make landfall on the Gujarat coast midnight tonight. Okay, Dheeraj, we'll come back to you. We'll come to you now. In fact, Dheeraj, how's the situation in terms of the weather now in Delhi? There was a slight drizzle this morning. Have the temperatures risen now?
देखिए, अगर हम कल की बात करें तो दिल्ली का ताप लगभग 48 डिग्री टेम्परेचर तक पहुंच गया था, और जो मौसम विभाग ने जो भविष्यवाणी जारी की है उसके अनुसार बीते 24 घंटे के में दिल्ली में थोड़ी सी गर्मी से राहत मिल सकती है, लेकिन एनसीआर में किसी तरीके की राहत की संभावना अभी दिख नहीं रही है। बात करें अगर देश की बात करें तो पूरे उत्तर भारत में प्रचंड गर्मी का कहर जो है वो जारी है। राजस्थान में अगर राजस्थान की बात करें तो चूरू जिले में सबसे अधिक 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस जो है वो तापमान दर्ज किया गया है। दिल्ली में 10 जून 2019 बीते 20 साल में इस महीने की सबसे अधिक गर्म दिन रहा है। दिल्ली का भी तापमान लगभग 48 डिग्री टेम्परेचर दर्ज किया गया है। और राजस्थान से जो मध्य प्रदेश की तरफ जो शुष्क हवा जो चल रही है, उस शुष्क हवा की वजह से मध्य प्रदेश के कई जिले लू की चपेट में हैं। वहां भी प्रचंड गर्मी, लगभग 47-48 डिग्री टेम्परेचर मध्य प्रदेश के भी लगभग 10 जिलों में वो दर्ज किया गया है। अगर हम बात उत्तर प्रदेश की करें तो उत्तर प्रदेश के बांदा में भी लगभग 50 डिग्री टेम्परेचर देखा गया है, दर्ज किया गया है। तो अगर हम पूरे दिल्ली सहित पूरे अगर हम उत्तर भारत की बात करें तो पूरे उत्तर भारत में प्रचंड गर्मी और लू का कहर जारी है। लोगों को ऐसा कहा जा रहा है कि वो दिन में जितना कम से कम है वो घरों से बाहर निकलें, अपने घरों में रहें या अपने दफ्तरों में रहें, बाहर ना निकलें। जी
Right, thank you for having joined us with those updates from Delhi. Now let's go across to other correspondents. Shishir is joining us from Mumbai and Nishit is joining us from Ahmedabad. Deepak is joining us from Bhopal. I'll come to you, Shishir, first. There was a sudden bout of rain in Mumbai last night, and we saw how life was impacted in general in Mumbai. How's the situation there now? How's the weather in Mumbai and in its suburbs?
Must have heard about the different kind of situation in North India also, but in Mumbai yesterday we have experienced the pre-monsoon, a heavy pre-monsoon shower basically, across Mumbai, be it South Mumbai also and the suburban areas of Mumbai, including Ghatkopar, Dadar, Vikhroli, the area which is mentioned in the story. Obviously, yesterday we have seen here that most of the, because of the heavy monsoons, we have seen that a traffic jam at some slide. We have seen all the local trains were moving quite slow here. Even the flights were directed to other airport yesterday night. But now we have seen that normalcy return to the city here. But the more situation is that though we have experienced a quite heavy rain shower yesterday, today the temperature is quite different here. Since morning we have seen here that humidity has increased, and this kind of situation will continue till the monsoon comes to the Mumbai. You must have heard about from the IMD department officials also. They have said that the Vayu won't have much impact, a severe impact on Mumbai, but it will have some drizzle on some part of the Mumbai also as it moved towards the Saurashtra, Gujarat also, and that's the reason all the agencies have been given alert here also, and especially the fishermen have been told that not to venture into the deep sea for the fishing. The advisory have been given by the disaster management also, and the disaster management in the city have also looking after the important areas where we also see the waterlogging, especially the low-lying areas during the monsoon year. So these are the areas that agencies have kept a close tab on, and that's the reason extra officials have also been deployed here at these several places here. But as far as the temperature is concerned, Mumbai today, after the heavy rain shower, we have seen a quite a normal situation here. Even the humidity has increased since morning.
Absolutely. Stay with us, Shishir. Let's go across to Nishit now, who is joining us from Gujarat. Nishit, how is the Gujarat coast preparing for Cyclone Vayu?
बता दूं कि जो वेरावल से 650 किलोमीटर की दूरी पे अभी वायु चक्रवात है और वो 13 जून को जो पोरबंदर, वेरावल, महुआ और दीव के बीच में कहीं पे भी लैंडफॉल हो सकता है। सुबह 6 से 7 के बीच में ये लैंडफॉल हो सकता है। आज मुख्य सचिव JN सिंह ने पत्रकारों के साथ बातचीत की और पत्रकारों के साथ बातचीत में उन्होंने बताया कि राज्य सरकार इस सिचुएशन को निपटने के लिए पूरी तरह से सज्ज है। उन्होंने ये भी एक बात बताई कि मुख्यमंत्री विजय रूपाणी ने आज सुबह पूरे स्थिति की समीक्षा की थी और एक बात उन्होंने खास बताई है कि आज अभी 1 बजे जो लेटेस्ट जानकारी मिल रही है, 1 बजे एक मीटिंग शुरू हुई है स्टेट लेवल के अधिकारियों के साथ। ये पूरी साइक्लोन की जो सिचुएशन है उनके ऊपर डिसीजंस लिए जाएंगे कि आगे कौन सी कार्यवाही करनी होगी। उसके अलावा मुख्य सचिव ने एक बात और बताई है कि मुख्यमंत्री ने उनको सूचित किया है कि ओडिशा के जो चीफ सेक्रेटरी है उनके साथ बात करें, क्योंकि जो फानी चक्रवात के जो कामगिरी थी ओडिशा की, उसमें से कुछ क्या अपनाया जाए, जिससे क्या एक्शन यहाँ पे भी लागू किए जाए जिसकी वजह से कम नुकसान हो।
Stay with us, Nishit. Let's go over to Deepak, who is joining us from Bhopal. Deepak, the Met Department has issued a heat wave warning for the whole of Madhya Pradesh. How have the temperatures been over the past few days, if we talk about the minimum and maximum temperatures, and how are people coping with the heat wave conditions?
बिल्कुल मुनमुन, अगर मध्य प्रदेश की बात की जाए तो 23 ऐसे जिले हैं जहां पर रेड अलर्ट जारी किया गया है, यानी कि तीव्र से ज्यादा जो लू है वो यहां पर चलने की संभावनाएं जताई गई हैं अगले 24 घंटे में। वहीं 21 जिलों में ऑरेंज अलर्ट जारी है। पूरे प्रदेश की बात की जाए तो जिस तरीके से इस गर्मी के सीजन में प्रदेश तपा है, बहुत सालों के रिकॉर्ड्स कई जगहों पर टूटे हैं और विशेष तौर पर अगर छतरपुर खजुराहो जो क्षेत्र है वहां की बात की जाए तो वहां पर टेम्परेचर 49 डिग्री तक पहुंच चुका है। ऐसे में लोगों के लिए सबसे ज्यादा जो मेट डिपार्टमेंट है या स्वास्थ्य विभाग है, दोनों ने ही अलर्ट जारी किया हुआ है और लोगों को काफी सावधान रहने के लिए कहा गया है, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से अगर पिछले 2-3 दिनों में लू की अगर बात की जाए तो कई स्थान ऐसे थे जहां पर लू से कुछ मौतों की जो जानकारी है वो प्राप्त हो रही है। तो ऐसे में लोगों को काफी सावधान रहने के लिए कहा गया है। बेहद जरूरत अगर नहीं है तो घरों से बाहर न निकले या अपने जो कार्यालय है वहीं पर सुरक्षित रहने के लिए और ज्यादा से ज्यादा पानी पीने के लिए जो लोगों को कहा जा रहा है, ऐसी चीजें ली जाए जिससे आपका स्वास्थ्य जो है इस मौसम के अनुकूल बन सके। क्योंकि जिस तरीके से लोगों को, कई लोग ऐसे हैं जिन्हें इस मौसम को लेकर काफी ज्यादा परेशानी होती है, ऐसे में जो बच्चे हैं और बुजुर्ग हैं उन्हें विशेष तौर पर ध्यान रखने के लिए कहा गया है। अगर पूरे मध्य प्रदेश की बात की जाए तो जिस तरीके से इस बार ये मौसम तपा है, अब लोगों को उम्मीद है कि जल्द से जल्द, जैसे केरल मानसून पहुंच चुका है, तो जल्द से जल्द जो प्री मानसून की बारिश है वो एक बारिश कम से कम यहां हो तो लोगों को कुछ राहत यहां पर मिले।
Right, thank you Deepak for that. Nishit, one last question to you. What are the special arrangements that are being made in view of the impending cyclone Vayu? Have cyclone shelters been readied? Have food packets, milk packets, etc. been readied in view of the warning that has been issued by the Met Department?
अभी जानकारी मिली है उसमें ओखा और घोघा बंदर दोनों पे सिग्नल 1 नंबर हटा के सिग्नल 2 नंबर लगा दिया गया है। STRF, NDRF की टीम भी तैनात कर दी गई है। सौराष्ट्र के तटीय इलाकों में ये NDRF की टीम पहुंच चुकी है। आज ही बड़ौदा से 9 टीमें दक्षिण गुजरात और सौराष्ट्र के काफ़ी इलाकों में जाने के लिए पहुंच चुकी है। जो राज्य सरकार ने बोला है कि तंत्र इस स्थिति का सामना करने के लिए पूरी तरह से सज्ज है। इसके अलावा मुख्य सचिव ने बोला कि ज़रूरत पड़ी तो आर्मी, नेवी और एयरफोर्स की भी मदद ली जाएगी।
Right, Nishit, stay with us. Shishir, we saw how the flight movement was impacted yesterday. Are things back to normal? Also, have places where the waterlogging had taken place, have those waterlogged areas been cleared? And what is being done in order to avoid tragedies? Because we've seen in the past how potholes filled with water have led to tragedies in the past in similar situations. So, is the administration pulling out all stops?
Well, absolutely. As soon as yesterday we experienced that heavy shower in Mumbai, the disaster management authorities have swung into action. Have also sent messages to all the authorities here in Mumbai, also including the Coast Guard, also and to the fishing community that not to venture into the sea. As far as waterlogging areas rightly concerned here, yesterday though we have seen heavy rains in Mumbai, but we haven't seen the situation of waterlogging in any of this area here. And that's the reason probably we can say that whatever the arrangements have been done by the authorities were actually looking quite sufficient at this point in time. Pumping stations have been installed at these places also. Traffic diversion has been made here. Yesterday also, as you've seen here, that the heavy traffic jams, especially on some of the routes where work is going on, the traffic movement have also seen quite smooth also, because authority has been already swung into action, have also diverted traffic from different way also. The local trains were affected in the night because of the rains, but in the morning we have seen here that was delayed just by 2 or 3 minutes or 5 minutes maximum. The local train were delayed, but now also the local train is running on time here. Of course, the flight has also been affected yesterday, as we've seen here that the low visibility was the main reason. That's the reason the flight wasn't landing in Mumbai, wasn't taking off from Mumbai, was diverted to other airports nearby. But since morning we have seen here that the flight operation resumed quite normally here. Obviously, the disaster management along with the municipal corporation and the state government is working hand in hand. That's the reason we have seen here that all these authorities have already given warning also quite before time also, and also telling people that what are the important do's and don'ts during the monsoon.
Right. Thank you, Shishir, Deepak and Nishisht for having joined us with those updates. Let's move on now. Violence continues unabated in West Bengal. At least 2 persons have been killed while 4 others have been injured in an explosion in Kankinada area of North 24 Parganas district last night. Scared locals said that unidentified miscreants lobbed a crude bomb last night. They demanded the administration to help them. Meanwhile, heavy security has been deployed in the area after the crude bomb attack.
घर में ताला बंद किए हैं, 3-4 तो लेडीज ने सबको हटाए, मतलब हट जाना तो वो लोग बम फेंक देगा लगा, जैसे गया घर में अब वैसे देख रहे कि 2 ठो बम फटा, तब तक इधर रोना मातम पड़ गया। मेरा छत के ऊपर बम मारा एक दिन, मेरा गेट पर मेरा बेटे एक दिन दुकान से उसका पीछे 2 ठो बम मारा। आए चैलेंज दे रहा है, इलाका छोड़ के चल जाओ ना तो वो घर में सब में आग लगा देंगे। हम लोग रोज बोल रहे हैं बम फूट रहा है, पुलिस आ रहा है, चल जा रहा है, आप लोग जाइए अंदर, आप लोग जाइए अंदर खाली।
While condemning the violence happening in West Bengal, senior BJP leader and Union Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi said that West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee is still in shock after the debacle in the state and she is protecting all criminals who are spreading violence. He also added that since the Trinamool Congress has now realized that people are angry with the party, the statements made by the West Bengal Chief Minister and a party workers are unfortunate.
ये इस बात का प्रतीक है कि कांग्रेस जो तृणमूल कांग्रेस है वो इस बात को अच्छी तरह समझ चुकी है कि जनता और जनता के लोगों का आक्रोश और गुस्सा बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ चुका है। तृणमूल कांग्रेस की वो सरकार नहीं रह गई है, बल्कि गुंडे और मवालियों की सरकार हो गई है और वो सरकार जो है वो पूरी तरह से कत्लेआम अपने संरक्षण में करा रही है, खून खराबे करा रही है, कानून व्यवस्था पूरी तरह से चरमरा चुका है, संवैधानिक व्यवस्था पूरी तरह से ध्वस्त हो चुकी है।
And our correspondent Anibrato is now joining us. Anibrato, how is the law and order situation in West Bengal now? The violence was continuing unabated at least until yesterday. Have there been incidents of violence reported today as well? And yesterday we saw how the West Bengal Chief Minister had called a meeting of all DMs and SSPs, and yet we are seeing that the problem is very much there for all to see.
Yeah. As you know, tension is escalating and mounting high, particularly in the Sandesh Khali, where police has at the point of time conducting search operation, particularly of the houses of those BJP accused that they are reportedly missing now. And the prime accused Sheikh Jahangir. So Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee yesterday held a high-level meeting with the DG police and other police officials who are there. Chief Minister said that the BJP is taking resort of rumor mongering and creating tensions in different pockets. Chief Minister asked that what BJP alleged that 4 of their party supporters are still missing. Chief Minister asked their names and their addresses, but BJP is still to divulge this thing. So police is intensifying intensifying all measures and conducting operations in the house. as you know, the tension is not very much localized. It's spreading its wings to different pockets. And yesterday night we found that in Bhatpara, two died in a bomb blast, and 4 other were severely injured. They were admitted in hospital. So tension is mounting high in different pockets. It's not time bound, and it's not very much remaining bind in an area specific. So as you know, the two dominant parties, the Trinamool Congress and BJP, their seesaw battle is going on in between them. Today we have found that the BJP delegation led by Mukul Rai visited Sandesh Khali and met the families of the 2 of the deceased party workers who died in a gruesome murder. So this thing is happening to take place right at this point of time.
Sneshish, political tempers soaring as well, especially on the back of the meetings that happened yesterday, whether West Bengal governor had met the Prime Minister and the Home Minister. Have we seen more back and forth in terms of a verbal spat between the BJP and the Trinamool Congress of late?
Yeah, as you know, earlier we found that the centre has expressed deep concern over the law and order situation in West Bengal. Thereafter, they have sent an advisory. Again, we found that the governor of West Bengal, Keshrinath Tripathi, met with Prime Minister and Home Minister Amit Shah and submitted report on the law and order situation in West Bengal. That certainly sent shivers down the spine of the state administration here, but they do not want to attach much importance to it. They are saying that the miscreants are fomenting travel in some of the pockets, but state administration holds full command over the law and order situation here in Bengal.
Right. Thanks, Sunny Brother, for having joined us with those updates from Kolkata. In another surgical strike against corruption and other misdemeanors being committed by those in high offices, the Modi government has compulsorily retired 12 senior income tax department officials of the ranks of Chief Commissioner, Principal Commissioners and Commissioner of Income Tax Department under Rule 56J. This gives the power to the government to retire a certain category of government servants ahead of time in public interest. This is the first time such a large number of IRS and other officials have been compulsorily retired in one go. And our correspondent Sudhakar Das is now joining us from the newsroom for more on this. Sudhakar, a clear message going out by the Modi government, this time in its second term. We saw similar action in the first term as well, that there will be simply no tolerance insofar as corruption is concerned.
जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। और मुनमुन आप इस तरह से देखिए भी कि इस तरह से, हाँ, मुझे याद नहीं आता कि इतनी बड़ी कार्रवाई एक साथ, खासतौर से जो क्लास 1 ऑफिसर्स होते हैं, ग्रुप ए के ऑफिसर्स होते हैं, उनके खिलाफ पहले हुई हो। 1 या 2 या 3 लोगों के खिलाफ कार्रवाई होती है, लेकिन 12 लोगों के खिलाफ, जिसमें जो काफ़ी सीनियर लेवल के अधिकारी हैं, 1985 बैच के IRS अधिकारी हैं, तो इस तरह के लोगों के खिलाफ ये कार्रवाई हुई है। तो बहुत बड़ा संकेत है इस कार्रवाई में। और साफ तौर से देखिए, जो नियम 56J के तहत कार्रवाई हुई है, इसकी वजह से इन तमाम लोगों को अब पेंशन भी नहीं मिल सकेगा। उनको सिर्फ अगले 3 महीने का वेतन मिलेगा। अब पेंशन के भी ये अधिकारी नहीं होंगे। हालांकि इन्होंने, इन तमाम लोगों ने 20 या 20 वर्षों से ज़्यादा की जो सेवा है वो सरकारी नौकरी में पूरी कर ली है। तो एक बहुत बड़ा, कह सकते हैं, बहुत बड़ी गाज गिराई गई है। भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ बहुत बड़ा संदेश है। और ये संदेश है कि बिल्कुल आप ऐसे तमाम लोग हैं जो वो खबरदार हो जाइए। आप चाहे कितने भी रसूखदार क्यों ना हो, आपकी पहुंच चाहे कितनी भी बड़ी क्यों ना, आप चाहे कितने भी बड़े अधिकारी क्यों ना हो, ना सिर्फ आपके करियर में ये चीज़ें कभी भी आ सकती है। आपने भले ये घपले 10 साल, 15 साल, 20 साल पहले किए हों, लेकिन वो आगे आने वाले समय में ये आपको परेशान कर सकती है। तो आप तमाम लोग सावधान हो जाइए। तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा मैसेज इस कार्रवाई के जरिए, और संदेश ये भी कि आने वाले 5 वर्षों में ये सरकार क्या कुछ करने वाली है भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ, भ्रष्ट अधिकारियों के खिलाफ।
Absolutely, Sudhakar, will the focus be now on prosecution so that matters can be taken to the logical conclusion?
जी बिल्कुल, बहुत सोच समझ के ये कार्रवाई की गई है मुनमुन। और ख़ास तौर से तमाम जो अधिकारियों के जो मामले हैं वो निकाले गए। इनमें से एक अधिकारी ऐसे थे जिन्होंने 75 अन्य मामले दूसरे लोगों के खिलाफ दायर किए हुए थे। इनको कोर्ट की तरफ से रिप्रिमांड भी किया गया था। बावजूद इसके ये अपने सहयोगियों को फंसाने की कोशिश करते रहे। जो महिला सहकर्मी है उनके यौन उत्पीड़न की कोशिश करते रहे, फॉर्मर जो बॉसेस हैं उनके ऊपर आरोप लगाते रहे, उनके खिलाफ झूठे केसेस फाइल करते रहे। इन तमाम चीज़ों, इस तरह की तमाम चीज़ें थी। एक अधिकारी इन्होंने करीब 300 करोड़ रुपए के घपले में, ये जब किसी दूसरे विभाग में तैनात थे, नाफेड में, होमी राजवंश की बात कहूँगा, इन्होंने 300 करोड़ का जो एक लोन होता है जो प्राइवेट कंपनीज को दिया जाता है उसमें बड़ा घोटाला किया। ये तमाम लोग ऐसे हैं जो अनअकाउंटेड मनी जमा करते रहे, जो बिजनेसमैन हैं जो घपला करते हैं इनकम टैक्स असेसमेंट में, उनका सहयोग करते रहे, गलत तरीके से असेसमेंट किया जिससे सरकार को, सरकारी खजाने को बहुत बड़ा नुकसान हुआ। ऐसे लोग हैं जो सस्पेंडेड रहे सालों तक नौकरी से, बावजूद इसके उनकी नौकरी जारी थी, गिरफ्तार किए गए थे सीबीआई की तरफ से। तो इस तरह के तमाम लोग थे, इनके ऊपर कार्रवाई नहीं हुई थी। तो एक बड़ा साहसिक फैसला है और बड़ी कार्रवाई है। सूत्र ये भी बता रहे हैं इस तरह के कई और लोगों पर भी सरकार की नज़र है और उनका भी ऑब्जर्वेशन किया जा रहा है, कड़ाई से मॉनिटरिंग की जा रही है और बहुत जल्द भी इस तरह की और भी कार्रवाई सामने आ सकती है, देखने को मिल सकती है। ये बड़ा मैसेज है और ख़ास तौर से बजट से ठीक पहले हमको पता है कि अगले महीने 5 जुलाई को आम बजट पेश होना है। तो एक तरह से अर्थव्यवस्था को एक बिल्कुल साफ सुथरा करने के लिए एक बहुत बड़ी कार्रवाई के तौर पर भी इसको मुनमुन देखा जा सकता है।
Sudhakar, you are telling us that your sources are telling you that there could well be another list with names of more officers that could soon come out. A clear message going out to those in the system that they can't take the system for granted. They can't let the system rot and they can't be the reason why the system rots.
जी बिल्कुल मुनमुन, आपको और याद होगा कि जब डीमोनेटाइजेशन का पीरियड था और उसके बाद जो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कॉरपोरेट अफेयर्स की तरफ से एक कार्रवाई हुई थी, 3 लाख जो सेल कंपनीज थी जिनके जरिए जो है डीमोनेटाइजेशन के पीरियड में पैसों का घपला किया गया था, 3 लाख कंपनियों का रजिस्ट्रेशन रद्द किया गया। तो ये कौन लोग हैं जो इस तरह की कंपनियों का रजिस्ट्रेशन करते हैं, अगर वो अपना असेसमेंट जो ईयरली रिटर्न्स है वो फाइल नहीं कर रहे, बावजूद ये कंपनियां बनी रहती हैं, वो कौन लोग इन लोगों की मदद करते हैं? ऐसे 2.5 लाख लोगों की एक अलग सूची है जिन्होंने डिमोनेटाइजेशन के समय में पैसे बनाए, बैंक के भी अधिकारी हैं, इस तरह के तमाम लोग। तो ऐसे तमाम लोगों की पर नज़र है सरकार की, उनकी मॉनिटरिंग की जा रही है, गहराई से समीक्षा की जा रही है और एक ठोस एक्शन, ठोस कार्रवाई आने वाले समय में देखी जा सकती है। लेकिन साथ ही साथ दूसरा पहलू ये भी है कि कोशिश ये है कि पूरे सिस्टम को इस तरह के तमाम दलालों से जो एक नेक्सस बना के काम करते हैं, आम लोगों का पैसा, जो सरकार के खजाने में पैसा आना चाहिए वो पैसा आने नहीं देते हैं, अनअकाउंटेड मनी जमा करते हैं अपने नाम पर, अपने संबंधियों के नाम पर। तो ऐसे तमाम लोगों की पहचान की जाए और ईमानदार लोगों को प्रोत्साहित किया जाए। तो इस कदम के जरिए एक मैसेज ये भी है कि ईमानदारी को सरकार प्रोत्साहित करेगी, ईमानदारी को सम्मान देगी। तो ये एक बड़ा मैसेज भी है।
Right, if we take that point further, Sudhakar, that you are making, can we say that there is a three-pronged focus of Modi government 2.0 with regards to governance? One, that you incentivize merit and honesty. Second, that the focus is on ease of living so that people at large benefit. And third, there is simply no letting up the heat when it comes to corruption, and this is yet another instance of that. Like you mentioned, the crackdown post demonetization, Operation Clean Money that we saw, the first cabinet meeting of Modi 1.0 where a decision was taken to form an SIT on black money. So all this put together, does that sum up the mantra of this government?
जी बिल्कुल, और आपको याद होगा कि कल ही प्रधानमंत्री ने जो अपने सरकार के जो तमाम मंत्रालयों के विभाग हैं उनके सचिवों की बैठक बुलाई थी और एक तरह से उन्होंने कहा कि ये जो पॉजिटिव मैंडेट जो मिला है आपके कामों की वजह से मिला है। उन्होंने एक तरह से अपना खुद का क्रेडिट उन तमाम अधिकारियों को दिया। तो एक तरह से ईमानदारी को उस जरिए से कि काम करने वाले लोगों को प्रोत्साहित किया जाएगा, इंसेंटिवाइज किया जाएगा और तमाम कानूनी प्रावधान भी किया। जिस तरह से ये थ्री प्रॉन्ग स्ट्रैटेजी की आपने बात की, उसी तरह से एक तो कानूनी तौर पर नियमों के जरिए इन तमाम चीज़ों को और सख्त बनाया जाए, ऐसे लोगों के खिलाफ सख्ती से कार्रवाई हो सके। दूसरी बात है कि ऐसे लोगों की मॉनिटरिंग और कैसे गहराई से की जा सके, उस पर नज़र है। और तीसरी बात सबसे ज़रूरी होता है, क्योंकि ऐसा होना चाहिए, वैसा होना चाहिए, इस तरह की सोच होती है लेकिन एक्शन नहीं होता है। लेकिन एक्शन की शुरुआत हो गई है और 10 दिन के भीतर ये एक्शन की शुरुआत करके ये संदेश दिया गया कि ये सरकार एक्शंस करने वाली है, जो तमाम कार्रवाइयाँ करेगी ये सिर्फ कह सकते हैं ऐलान नहीं करेगी। तो ये एक संदेश भी यहाँ से दिया जा रहा है इस वक्त।
Right. Thanks, Sudhakar, for those inputs and perspective from the newsroom. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar today flagged off the first batch of pilgrims for this year's Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. There are two routes for the Yatra, through Libulek Pass in Uttarakhand and through Nathula Pass in Sikkim. The duration of the Yatra is 24 days for each batch, including 3 days in Delhi for preparatory work. Addressing media persons, the External Affairs Minister said that all the government agencies have been asked to ensure the safety of pilgrims.
We received almost 3,000 applications, completed applications for the Yatra. What we have done recently is that the fully motorable Nathula road has been opened for the Yatra, and as part of our efforts to improve the Yatra experience, we have decided to include liaison officers who have been there before. The government authorities involved in the conduct of the Yatra have been asked to accord the highest priority to the safety and security of the Yatra. It is important that you all diligently follow the safety advice.
Dr. Jaishankar also expressed gratitude towards the government of China for help in organizing the Yatra. He said that this is an important step towards promoting people-to-people exchanges.
I would also like to recognize the support extended by the government of the People's Republic of China in organizing the Yatra, which is an important step towards promoting people-to-people exchanges and strengthening friendship and understanding between our two countries.
Former Civil Aviation Minister and NCP leader Praful Patel is being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate for the second day today in connection with a money laundering probe. The investigation is related to losses suffered by Air India as part of an alleged multi-crore aviation scam. Patel, the Rajya Sabha MP, is the first high-profile person who has deposed before the Enforcement Directorate in this case. Patel, however, has not been mentioned as an accused in the case. In Jammu and Kashmir, two unidentified terrorists have been killed in an encounter at Avnira, Zainapura area in South Kashmir's Shopia district early this morning. The encounter broke out between terrorists and a joint team of security forces following launch of nocturnal counter-terrorist operation in the area. Two terrorists were killed in the retaliatory firing by security forces. Arms and ammunition were recovered from the encounter site. ISIS has officially claimed responsibility.
मिशन पे ऑपरेशन लॉन्च किया गया था। इसमें सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस ने दो टेररिस्ट मारे गए इसमें, और इनका जो अभी शनाख्त जो हुआ है वो शकीर अहमद वागे और शयार अहमद भट्ट हैं, और इनके बॉडीज़ जो है इनके फैमिलीज़ को हैंडओवर कर दी गई है। और ये इनकाउंटर क्लीन ऑपरेशन रहा, इसमें कोई कोलैटरल डैमेज नहीं हुआ है, और फोर्सेस जो है अब जो फाइनल सर्च ओवर हो गया है, इनके पास से आर्म्स एंड एमुनेशन रिकवर किया गया है। पुलिस ने केस रजिस्टर किया है और तहकीकात शुरू की है।
Traffic on the Mendha-Rapooj road in Jammu and Kashmir was restored this morning after security forces said they had defused an improvised explosive device-like object. Traffic on the road in Krishna Ghati sector of the line of control in Poonch district was suspended on Monday after the object was discovered by the forces. According to police sources, a bomb disposal squad defused the object on Tuesday morning, after which the traffic was restored. If you are a youngster enrolled with the National Cadet Corps or NCC, National Service Scheme or NSS, or Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan or NYKS, here is your chance to serve the nation by joining the Swachh Bharat Jan Andolan. Prime Minister Narendra Modi shared the information on his Twitter handle. He said that people can apply for the Swachh Bharat summer internship. Yoga is gaining popularity among people worldwide. People of Varanasi are not far behind. Almost all parks in the city are full of people early in the morning practicing yoga so that they can effectively contribute towards successful International Yoga Day on the 21st of June.
As the world gears up to celebrate the International Day of Yoga, people in the spiritual capital of India, Varanasi, are making all efforts to make it a success. This is city's Shahid Udyan Park, where yoga instructor Nisha's yoga classes begins early in the morning. People of all ages have been practicing yoga for years here for their physical and mental fitness and will also be a part of the mega event on June 21st. They firmly believe that yoga is the finest way to transform body and mind.
मेरा यहाँ पर जो है योग करवाने का एक ही मात्र उद्देश्य है कि यहाँ पर जो बनारस में रह करके मैं लोगों को एक योग के द्वारा लोगों को एक निरोग जीवन दे सकूं, ये मेरा उद्देश्य है। हमारे जो पीएम श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने जो 21 जून का जो योगा डे मनाने का जो अभियान चलाया हुआ है, जो यहाँ पे चल रहा है और कई बार हो भी चुका है, तो यहाँ पर अधिक से अधिक लोगों की गैदरिंग हो और लोग यहाँ पर आएँ और जिस तरह से हम फ्री योगा कैंप चलाते हैं यहाँ पर पार्टिसिपेट करें।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself extremely values yoga and practices it regularly. This itself is a motivator for countrymen and especially those residing in his parliamentary constituency Varanasi.
हमारे जीवन का एक बहुत बड़ा पार्ट है योगा, जिसमें हम फुल्ली सपोर्ट करना चाहते हैं और इसको बेहतर तरीके से सीखना और करना चाहते हैं।
मैं यहाँ पे योग करने आया हूँ, योगा करता हूँ यहाँ पे और साथ साथ स्वास्थ्य को भी ठीक रखता हूँ और चाहता हूँ कि लोग भी साथ साथ देख के प्रेरित हो और वो भी करें योगा।
More and more people are making yoga a part of their daily routine, which is certainly ensuring holistic approach towards health and well-being. With inputs from Harikesh Bahadur, Bureau Report, DD News.
And at midday prime, it's time now for all the news and updates from the world of business. And my colleague Shubhendu joins us with more news. Shubhendu, it's over to you.
Right, Mumun, the Finance Ministry on Tuesday unveiled a roadmap for implementation of new GST Return Mechanism. It has put in place a transition phase as well. The centre had, remember, earlier provided relief to small and medium businessmen to file the GST return quarterly, that is once in 3 months. Now, from January 2020, all taxpayers will have to fill a new GST return form. All taxpayers shall be filling the form called GST Return 1, and a form GSTR 3B shall be completely phased out. Now, along with the main form, 2 annexures will also need to be filled. In May 2019, a prototype of the offline tool has already been shared on the common portal to give the look and feel of the tool to the users. And to understand more about this new roadmap of implementation of GST Return Mechanism, joining me in the studio, actually on the phone line, is Mr. Shailendra Kumar, Editor, Tax India Online. Sir, welcome to DD News. Now, we know that ease of living has been the focus of the government. How is it also implying on ease of tax filing? How is this new mechanism of GST return filing going to reflect that? All right, we'll try and connect with our guest a little later. We are unable to connect with him. Moving on, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman is holding a pre-budget consultation meeting from today. She met representatives of agriculture and rural development earlier in the day. She also held meeting with representatives of industry and trade associations in the second half. This would be the first interaction of Sitharaman, who took over as India's first full-time woman finance minister last month after BJP-led NDA government won the second term. She will be presenting Modi 2.0 government's first full budget on July 5th. And my colleague Arun Sharma is joining us on phone line with more updates on the pre-budget meetings. Arun, earlier special committees were formed to focus on the priorities of growth and job creation. How is this focus also going to be represented in the upcoming union budget? What updates from the pre-budget meetings?
Good evening, Shubhendu. First of all, now the point is we know this budget on 5th of July, and in run up to the budget, these pre-budget consultations meetings, they have begun, and Nirmala Sitharaman, the finance minister, for the first time now is holding this meeting. Now, today was the first day of such a budget consultation meeting. Now, this budget consultation meeting will go until 23rd of this month. Now, today was the day when agriculture sector was discussed in first half today, and in second half, that means in next 15 to 20 minutes, the meeting with the trade and industry body will be discussed today. But as far as the agriculture sector is concerned, I mean, very big ideas were discussed as far as the agriculture sector is concerned. We know this fact that various agriculture economists, the member Niti Aayog, Mr. Ramesh Chand, was also present during this meeting with the agriculture stakeholders. And the prominent things that were discussed in this meeting were primarily on research and development part. The idea is that we know this fact that Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he focuses on per drop, more crop. And the way this time the monsoon is delayed, and of course we know this fact that there are various states that can that can witness a serious drought also this time around. So in this context, how can per drop more crop can be achieved?
Right.
So the idea is that the various stakeholders talked about expanding the budget as far as the research and development in the agriculture sector. Second important aspect was discussed as far as the solar pumps, the solar panels are concerned. It was also discussed that how can solar energy or the solar panels can be considered as another, that means another fourth crop, and with that respect, the solar energy sector was discussed because that can hugely incentivize the farmers. Third important part, the fisheries and the dairy sector was also discussed at large, because we know this fact that government is now focusing on fisheries sector. The fisheries ministry has also been created in that context. So the fisheries and dairy sector issues were also taken up in today's budget. But yes, last but not the least, the focus was how to incentivize the farmer, how to provide big market to the farmers going forward, so that the farmers can get bigger market of their produce, and how can they get better returns or the better cost of the produce. These were the prominent points that were discussed when the agriculture stakeholders or the representatives met the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. And the coming up next, of course, is the industry leaders meeting with the stakeholders meeting with the Finance Minister in short while from now.
All right, Arun, appreciate you joining us with those inputs from the pre-budget meetings of the Finance Minister. Let's get some update from the market as well. The rupee appreciated by 21 paise to 69.44 against the US dollar in the opening trade on Tuesday, driven by weakening of the greenback and positive opening in domestic equities. The rupee had settled at 69.65 against the US dollar on Monday. On the other hand, rising crude oil prices has restricted the rupee's up move. Brent crude futures and global oil benchmark rose 0.18% to US dollar 62.42 per barrel. Meanwhile, the domestic bourses opened on a bullish note on Tuesday, with benchmark indices Sensex trailing 123.15 points, up at 39,907, and Nifty up by 29.40 points at 11,952. Well, those were the updates from the market and Business Prime. It's back to you, Mamoon.
Well, thank you, Shubhendu, for that roundup. And now let's have a look at what's making news across the globe. In international news, nearly 100 people were killed in a gruesome overnight attack on a village in central Mali, the latest violence to strike the fragile region. There was no immediate claim of responsibility, but the massacre targeting a village inhabited by the Dogon community bore the hallmarks of tit-for-tat ethnic attacks that have claimed hundreds of lives. Violence between Dogon hunters and Fulani herders has killed hundreds since January, including an attack in March in which gunmen killed more than 150 Fulani, one of the worst acts of bloodshed in Mali's recent history. Mali's President Ibrahim Boubacar Keita condemned the killing. Confirming the killing, the UN peacekeeping mission in Mali said that UN peacekeepers provided air support earlier on Monday to efforts by the Malian government to prevent further attacks. The final candidates for the Tory leadership race have been confirmed, with 10 running to become the next Prime Minister. Boris Johnson, Jeremy Hunt, Dominic Raab, Matt Hancock and Michael Gove, who launched their campaigns ahead of the nomination deadline, are all on the final list. Conservative MPs will now take part in a series of votes to whittle the candidates down to the final two. The two MPs will then face the wider Tory membership to decide on the next leader of their party and the country. The 313 Conservative MPs will begin voting on Thursday. They will hold a series of secret ballots to whittle down the field to a final pair who will be put to around 160,000 party members from next week to choose Britain's next Prime Minister. However, Theresa May remains Premier until her replacement is chosen, likely in late July, and whoever it is will automatically enter Downing Street. Sri Lankan Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said on Monday that he sought India's help to train the country's security forces in counter-terrorism during his meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Wickremesinghe in a statement said that he had assured PM Modi that the delayed Indo-Lankan projects will be expedited. The Prime Minister also said a series of joint initiatives between India and Sri Lanka were being planned to ensure continued economic cooperation. PM Modi on Sunday became the first foreign leader to visit Sri Lanka after the deadly Easter terror attacks on the 21st of April, which killed over 250 people and injured over 500. US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has said that he would visit India later this month to forge relations with India. He said the US and India can continue to build what is an incredibly important relationship for both the countries. Pompeo also told reporters that he would outline the US strategy on the Indo-Pacific ahead of his trip to India. New Delhi would be Pompeo's first stop during the nearly a week-long visit to the Indo-Pacific region. The tour includes Sri Lanka and Japan, with South Korea being his last stop. State Department spokesperson Morgan Ortagus said that Pompeo will join President Donald Trump at the Group of 20 summit in Osaka. Mexico has averted a tariff war with its largest trading partner in a joint declaration after 3 days of talks in Washington. Both countries said Mexico agreed that migrants would have to apply first for asylum in Mexico rather than the US and be turned away if they do not. The deal will also see Mexico deploy the National Guard police force to its southern border, where many Central American immigrants enter Mexico. The agreement came after US President Donald Trump threatened to impose a 5% tariff on all Mexican goods coming into the US, rising to 25% by October if Mexico government did not move to seriously address the flow of Central American immigrants at the US border. But there is a concern the tariff threat could return. Earlier on Monday, US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said the US could still slap tariffs on Mexico if not enough progress was made on its commitment to stem illegal immigration. And it's time for all the action from the world of sports. And now my colleague Sujitra joins us with more. Sujitra, we've seen in this World Cup several matches have been rained out. What's the update with regard to the Sri Lanka-Bangladesh match?
Well, toss is delayed due to rain in this match also. So rain is hovering over this match also. But first, let's talk about Shikhar Dhawan, because Shikhar Dhawan is likely to miss India's next two matches against New Zealand and Pakistan, according to ESPN Cricinfo. Shikhar picked up a suspected hairline fracture on his left thumb. He has gone to Leeds to undergo scans, and a final word on the status of the injury will be clear later today. Dhawan hurt his left thumb while facing a short delivery from Pat Cummins in the 9th over of India's innings against Australia. The thumb was taped immediately, but Dhawan carried on playing and went on to score 100 in that match. And toss is delayed due to heavy rain in the Sri Lanka versus Bangladesh match in Cricket World Cup today. With the last match against Pakistan called off due to heavy rain, Sri Lanka will be hoping to make it count against Bangladesh, who lost back-to-back matches after beating South Africa in their World Cup opener.
Bangladesh will take on Sri Lanka at the Bristol County Ground after being thrashed by England for the 16th game of the ICC World Cup. Sri Lanka, whose game against Pakistan was washed out due to rain, will look to advance higher up the points table with a win against Bangladesh, who have looked a bit toothless with their bowling attack. Bristol doesn't offer much in terms of pace and seam movement, as the venue is known for its slow bounce. The short straight boundaries will want the bowlers to bowl wide of the stumps, as finger spinners and skiddy bowlers are the only ones who can trouble the batsman on a good batting wicket. Bangladesh's other batsmen must come to the fore, with only Shakib and Mushfiqur firing for the side. The experience of Tamim Iqbal hasn't yet been seen and they'll hope that he comes good against their Asian neighbours. The likes of Mohammad Mithun and Mahmudullah must provide stability in the middle order if they want the top order to bat freely. Sri Lanka's stunning batting collapse against Afghanistan indicates the fragile parts of their middle order, and they desperately need quality players like Kusal Mendes and Angelo Matthews to come to the party. Skipper Dimut Karunaratne has done reasonably well opening the batting, while Kusal Pereira has provided the crunch up top. Sri Lanka must not lose wickets in a heap and need a player like Lahiru Tiramane to play an anchoring innings. Skipper Mashraf Mortaza must continue opening the bowling with Shakib on one end, while allowing skiddy Mohammad Saifuddin to operate with a new ball from another. He has proved to be lively and has been a good source of wickets for his captain, with not much swing on offer. Mustafizur must be held back for pressure situations, with his ability as a wicket taker crucial to the side. The likes of Mehdi Hassan and Mozadek Hossain, who have done a good job bowling their off-spin, will come into play during the middle overs. Sri Lanka have no good spinner in their side to turn to, and their bowling primarily revolves around their pace trio, spearheaded by Lasith Malinga. Barring Dhananjay De Silva, every spinner has been taken to task by the opposition batsman, and he will look to use the dry surface to get some turn and contain the batsman.
The Met Department has predicted 90% chance of rain on a match day of Sri Lanka-Bangladesh. If it turns into reality, the chance of play would be less. With cameraman S. Jashankar, Amit Kanojia, DD News, Southampton.
So as Amit was saying, we are still waiting for the toss to take place, and South Africa remained winless in World Cup 2019 after their match against the West Indies was called off due to rain in Southampton on Monday. Both teams got a point each after just 7.3 overs were possible as rain played hide and seek. West Indies pacer Sheldon Cottrell had reduced South Africa to 29 for 2 before rain stopped play. And West Indies head coach Floyd Refer is disappointed that his team had to share points with South Africa due to rain. He also said his batsmen are ready to face Jofra Archer in their World Cup clash against England on Friday.
It's unfortunate, you can't do anything about the weather situation.
हाँ मैं वही बता रही हूँ.
The point will take the point and move forward in the competition. Good opportunity to play against them, like any other team in the competition. The way that we're playing cricket, we're playing fearless cricket, so it doesn't matter who we play. When we play them, we want to play the same brand of cricket that we're playing and what we executed, in the past couple of games. Andre will be fit enough for the game on Friday. The game against England is a big game for us. We're looking forward to that game. Looking at the weather forecast today, it was like 90% rain today, and they had rain over the last couple of days here as well. So it's just a precautionary measure where we kind of wrapping them in cotton wool. Well, Chris is a legend, and any dressing room, any dressing room to be graced with Chris Gill's presence, it's good for us, and he's passing on a lot of knowledge within the team. They have some young guys in the team who's also learning a lot from him, but for his presence in the dressing room alone goes a long way.
And that's it we have in sports today. Munmun, back to you.
Thank you, Suchitra, for that roundup. And now that's it, in fact, that we have for you in this edition of the Midday Prime. For all the latest news and updates around the clock, you can follow us on Twitter and YouTube. News and updates will continue on DD India and DD News. Stay tuned.